I'm Jared Collette, and this is KCTV English News. Jeju Provincial Governor Won Hee-ryong has expressed his willingness to run for the office of the presidency, stating that the 2022 presidential election will be a significant turning point for the nation, and consequently, he will have to risk everything. In a recent interview with the Central Daily newspaper, Governor Won said that when the Moon Jae-in regime came to power, pledging to settle the accumulated corruption of the previous regime, there were inherent limitations in their party's ideology to enact change. Therefore, moderate conservatives could win the presidential election in 2 years if they are able to innovate rigorously. He left open the possibility of participation in the elections by saying that there will be a primary election to elect a single candidate from a moderate conservative party, and that he does not have to resign from his current Jeju governor's post even if he participates in the primary elections. In the aftermath of COVID-19, one by one, large duty-free shops in Jeju are closing their doors. Shilla Duty Free closed its Jeju airport branch in April and decided to close its downtown duty-free shop for the month of June. Lotte Duty Free is shutting down indefinitely from the 1st of June as sales have plummeted by 95% compared to the same period last year. With international flights virtually cut off and foreign tourist rates plunging more than 90%, the two duty-free shops have been in financial distress for more than 3 months this year. Expansionary construction of the Bijarim Road has resumed after a year's delay when it was almost immediately suspended. Jeju Island resumed construction of the second section of the Bijarim Road on the 27th, but announced that they would temporarily suspend the construction following a request by the Yongsan River Environmental Management Office. Construction of the second section of the Bijarim Road had resumed following an expert's review that there will be minimal habitat damage to species under legal protection. However, environmental groups oppose the project, saying that the project lacks implementation of environmental impact reduction measures. Thus, the Yongsan River Environmental Management Office intends to review the plan. Jeju Island decided to reschedule the construction after consulting with the environmental agency on the 29th. Local traditional markets and small business owners have been badly impacted by COVID-19. But the National Emergency Relief Funding is loosening consumer purse strings a bit. Spending has been boosted. Mike Laidman reports.
Jeju's traditional markets, which have remained mostly dead for some months due to COVID-19, are now finally starting to see increasing resident and tourist shoppers. The number of visitors to Dongmun Traditional Market dropped to 2,000 a day right after COVID-19 hit the nation. Now that number has recently grown to about 5,000. With social distancing campaigns having been relaxed and national disaster relief funds paid, consumption is slowly starting to grow. The volume of parcel orders is growing too. Among these orders, fish, which means that those responsible for deliveries are also stepping up their game. According to the Ministry of SMEs and Startups, sales at traditional markets in Jeju were still down 68% of their usual levels last week, but were already up an astounding 27%, down only 41% from their usual levels this week. Sales at small businesses had dropped by 57% of their usual levels, with that drop growing to only 38% down recently. For the first time in months, Jeju store owners and market vendors are seeing some good news, with more money slowly starting to circulate. The increased physical presence of people all around the island is a direct sign that the knockout punch that COVID-19 delivered to the local market was not just that, and that now things are once again moving in a positive direction. Mike Laidman, KCTV.
We're glad you were able to join us again today at KCTV English News. Please follow us on YouTube at KCTV eNews Jeju and on KCTV's VOD service. I'm Jared Collette. Take care.